So, as stated in the last video, we are going to go ahead and pull the starter out, see if we can't get that appendix unstuck. Alright, so as you can see, I just kind of spun this around. Now I actually won't return either. So the starter appendix did actually come out. It just won't now go back into place. So yeah, we're gonna have to take this thing apart, and hopefully maybe I can get away with cleaning it up, putting a little bit of grease in there. Alrighty guys, we have the starter out, and we're gonna go ahead and start tearing it down. I went ahead and grabbed a table, another light source. The lights aren't completely heated up yet, so it's probably gonna take them a little while. Alrighty, we got the tools together. Let's see what we need to do here. I actually haven't taken one of these ones apart yet, so let's go ahead and let's pull these bolts off. Anyway, what I like to do while I'm doing things is I take stuff and I set it over in the order that I took it off. Makes it really easy to remember where things need to go whenever you gotta go put back. Real quick. So note to self, on the back of here, there's a little washer. A little tad bit of grease on it. The grease inside of there looks fairly old and dry. Now, alright, so I guess the good thing to put those screws back in, because that's currently what is holding in the brushes. Now we are going to have to take that assembly back out, so it looks like there's another set of screws down the bottom that we're gonna have to get to. I don't know if we can get to them through the inside of here. Well, check, make sure this is a snap ring of some kind. Doesn't appear to be. This is not actually going to come through on this side. So that tells me that this end piece here should be a separate piece. Alright, starting to separate. I think the people that I bought this from, I think the only thing that they did was just take it and paint it. Because this thing hasn't set in water, but yet we have a water line right here at the bottom of this. I don't know. Let's see what we can make happen. We're gonna go ahead and get these bolts off real quick. So now we're able to get a little bit of a better look at the mechanism here. For some reason it is stuck in the engage. I'm gonna have to figure that out. Kind of, one of these looked like it had a groove on it. Yeah, this one here. I don't know if you guys will be able to see that or not. Let me see if I can't figure out getting this piece off. Looks like there's some sort of snap ring or something right here. We can sand that little piece down so that way it rides smooth on there. And then we'll get the rest of this all cleaned up as well. So that was no hassle at all. It just came right off. That. That looks fine. Now, as far as this goes, do we have another snap ring? Alright, so on further investigation, there is a pin right here, which seems to hold this whole mechanism here on. So if we can get this off, it might be a little bit easier to get this piece off. Alright, so taken and gotten this little pin out. So that here's our piece. Nice piece of metal on my finger. There. Alright, so I'm actually looking at it now. There is a ring up top. Alright, so managed to get it back down. This is the groove that I'm talking about. But it keeps hanging up on this groove right here. You see where it slide back, and then it just gets caught right here. Alright, so I ended up getting it off. It is held on by this little ring here, which sits on this groove. And This is that little spring washer I was talking about. So now we're going to take this whole piece off. Let's bring this out through here. We'll worry about that here in a second. Just a little spring. A little clip. Not clip, point. Like I said, this one is for us to stick something through to hold this back in place whenever we go to go put it back on this shaft. Or no, not that shaft, this shaft. Before we do that, we're going to take and clean this up just a little bit. That, and if I can, I don't know if you guys will see it or not. We're going to clean up the end of that surface. That way it's nice and smooth. And hopefully it won't be getting hung up on anything else. Alright guys, I think I got it. That goes all the way up, all the way back down. So we are going to go ahead and put all of this back together. Okay, go get some grease. All right, after a little bit of a fit, we managed to get this thing back together. So we're gonna go ahead and get this cleaned up. All right, so we got this one cleaned up. Good enough for me for now. Got an hour drive to get to dinner today. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. We're gonna go ahead and move on to cleaning this, and then I'll come right back. All right, so it's not perfect, but it's way cleaner than what it was. So we're gonna go ahead and get all this put back together, get some grease on it, and slap it back in there. Alrighty guys, so we got it back together. I'm not gonna bore you guys with putting it all back together. Next time you see me, we will already have this whole thing back together, greased up, ready to go. And we will ground test it, or bench test it, I guess, before we put it back in there, just to make sure everything's gonna work the way that it's supposed to. But it should, I don't see why it wouldn't now. So, you guys have a awesome Thanksgiving, and you guys should see me again tomorrow. Have a good one.